Hi guys, it's your girl Brittany back with another video. I'm so excited because today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this look. This is one of my favorite makeup looks to do of all time because it takes a lot of technique and it takes a lot of time to blend and blend and blend. And it really challenges me makeup wise, and it really challenges me a little bit of creative wise. As you guys can see, the face is a little subtle, but the eye is very, very bright and very, very vibrant. So, vibrant. I cracked myself up. So, if you guys want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Hey guys, so the first thing we're going to go in with is my Hangover RX by Too Faced primer. So once that's done, next I'm going to go in with my Revolution Conceal and Define. And this is going to be in the shade C1. And we're just going to take that all over the eyes. And I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques face brush, expert face brush. And we're just going to start by lightly pouncing that into the skin, all over the eyes, and making sure every little part of it is blended very well. I have come to find out here recently that I do not like using my sponge because it just soaks up way too much of the product, and I've tried every solution. I've tried making sure like it was deep cleaned every single time. I was making sure to make sure it was damp, make sure it's not like wet, but like it's damp. And I just have learned that it's just not doing as much as like my face brush does. And the face brush, in my mind, just kind of makes things a little bit more natural, rather than just like very, very cakey and bold. And I've learned that the face brush just lets me help more things back into the skin just a little bit deeper than the beauty sponge does, because I feel like when I'm using the beauty sponge, I'm like pouncing, and it's just every single time I pounce down, I can't go over the same spots because it feels like it just takes all that product off my eyes. And so I've just decided that I'm just going to start using my brush until I can figure out a solution to that problem. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is my Morphe. This is the 35 in palette, but I am going to go in with these 4 colors like right here. But first, I'm going to go in with this brown to just kind of define where I'm going to put my crease. But I'm just going to go in with the It brushes by Ulta. And this is in a 203 blending concealer brush, but I have found that this works really, really well for defining that crease. So I'm just going to swirl a little bit on the brush, tap off the excess, and we're just going to take that. As you guys can see, it just gives a little bit of definition. And when I'm going to go in with a deep set purple, it just really helps to have that transition color on that brown, just so it kind of separates the colors just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speed through this part, and I'll show you guys how I do it on this side. So once that eye is done, again, just tapping off the excess and going in with that same brown powder. And so what I'm doing is I'm going back in a back and forth motion, and I'm starting at like, this is where my eyebrow, or my eye bone, I call it, eye socket bone is. And so I'm just following that natural bone structure, and that's where my technical crease is. But what I like to do is I like to bring it all the way up towards the brow, just a little bit over that bone. And I'm just going in with some light circular motions, and then I pull a little bit. I don't pull the eye, I pull the eyeshadow. So when I say I'm pulling, I'm just sweeping. And then I go on with light circular motions just to make sure everything's there. Just going to tap back into that and then go back in. And that way it just gives a little bit of a defining quality to both of the eyes before having to go in with that deep set purple. The next thing I'm going in with is just like this, it's just a Morphe definer, like crease brush, I guess. I got this in a brush set the other day. It's from the All I Want brush set. And so it comes with about a set of about 6 or 7 brushes. And this was one of them. So it doesn't have a number. It's just part of their All I Want brush set. So that purple that I showed you at the beginning, that's what I'm going to go in with. And I'm going to just swirl my brush in there for a second. And that's how much product is going to be on here. And then I'm going to tap off all of that excess. And then I'm going to go into the actual crease. And I'm going to start, as you guys can see, it gets really, really light first. And then I'm just going to stamp in and swirl. Stamp in and swirl. I swear to God, if that bird does not stop. It always does that. Every single time I start to film, a bird has to be outside my window. And today I decided to film right in front of right behind my window. Well, I'm in front, so right in front of my window. So I'm just taking, I gotta like look into the mirror and I can't look into that. Now it's okay if it comes out a little bit on here because we are gonna like, we're just gonna like cut that with some concealer, so it's completely fine. And we're just gonna take it into the inner, I'm gonna say we're gonna go into the inner, like we're gonna leave the corner, so like all the way up to here is about where we're gonna take that in. This is what I call my Rapunzel from Tangled makeup look. If anybody is curious on why I call it that, it's just because her dress is purple and pink, and this look is purple and pink. So now that I've got that, what I'm gonna go in with now is just this Morphe brush. I don't even know the number because it's completely, I've used it so much that it's just like completely gone. This is just a concealer or like a blending brush. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swirl that and like, because that's something like that. I keep thinking, why is it? Okay. So as you guys can see, it's brought down just a little bit. It's not upwards. So now we're going to go back into that same purple, but we're going to start blending upwards. This is one of my favorite looks that I do, and I do it so frequently. So as you guys can see, I winged it out just a little bit here, but I kept blending and I brought it up a little bit. So again, I'm taking that powder, and so what we're gonna do, you go into the crease, your actual natural crease, and you're just gonna start stamping it in onto that crease. So what I'm doing is every time I stamp, I go in about once and I stamp all of the product in. And then I start blending in circular motions. And I've learned that if you hold your brush here and you're trying to do it, which is what I have a tendency to do, but it's a bad tendency, you're putting more pressure, and that's why it always looks a little patchy. So I've tried to keep myself blending down here, or at least here, to do it. So try not to hold it at the very, because you have no freedom. And here you can go a little lighter on it, and then if you go up here, you're going a little heavier. So I'm just going in with some soft circular motions. I'm doing very small like circles instead of like really big circles because I'm gonna get there. I mean, I do. I love doing this look. I feel like it takes a lot of work. I do this on days like, I like doing this for my everyday makeup look sometimes when I have a little bit longer to spend like doing it, because I feel like it just makes me a little prettier, because it's such, and it makes me feel like confident in myself too, because in my makeup skills, because it just takes so long to blend, and it takes so long to make the look. And in my opinion, that is just discipline, because
I think people think that just makeup is just super easy, and that's why I say makeup is not easy, because it takes so long to just do my makeup.
Next, I'm going to go in with yet another Morphe brush. This is another clean one. I just got this in this brush set. It comes in the All I Want brush set. I like the gold. I didn't know it was gold until I'd actually bought it. I'm going to actually go in with darker pink right here. Just going to start by stamping in that pink. And I'm bringing it up, as you guys can see, to the same line. And now I'm just going to start stamping it in towards the bottom. Okay, so as you can see, there are two different colors. So what I typically try to do is I'm going to get if I can let you see it, I'm going to try to blend as easily and as flawlessly as possible, because you want your two colors to look like they're like melting into one another. So you're going to have a light pink on the edge, like right here, and then you have your medium pink, and then your darks, that purple. And you don't have to do much to blend. So that's all I'm going to do blending wise on that eye for right now. I might go back in a second and do it. So I'm going to quickly do it on this eye too. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, since this has already dyed a little bit of pink, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use my next pink on the same brush. I didn't use the same brush for like the purples and all that, just because. So I'm going to go in with this light pink. I'm going to go ahead and I lightly place it. Now I'm going to go in with my Revolution Conceal and Define, and I'm going to take this line definer brush. Come in. Oh, this just makes my heart just race every time I do it. I'm only going to do one eye at a time, and then we'll go back. So the next palette I'm taking is the 35F, and it's the Fall into Frost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little swatch of that color, a little bit, and then I'm going to mix it with that. I'm going to go in with this pink right here. And then the final pink is going to be this pink right here. Sure, this isn't the same pink I used on the other one, but it's fine. I forgot. There's like 12 pinks in this palette, so I can't really remember. But I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm also pretty sure it's not. So, as you guys can see, there's a defined difference, and that's what I like. So for right now, that look is pretty much done. I look like a boy now. It is what it is, I guess. I'm going to now go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm going in with this brush. It is clean. I promise, it's clean. I sometimes use this to apply my face mask at the end of the night, but I always make sure it's clean. I did about 2 pumps of that foundation, and I'm just gonna. Here, let's see. There you go. And I'm just gonna do like a little baby. There we go. And then we're gonna do it on this side of the back. This is where I hate this foundation the most, is on my nose, because it never seems to go on, and it always looks so freaking patchy and disgusting, and just disappears. But today it's not. It's covering all of my freckles, which normally, like I said, it doesn't. You can't see it that well, but normally, on the tip of my nose especially, it just disappears. And I've noticed it especially when I use my beauty blender. Going to go in with a Fenty Beauty 170 Pro Filter Concealer, and 170 is the shade. And I'm just gonna do one eye at a time because that's the easiest for me to do. On the tip of my nose because I do bring it upwards. This is also another part that I dread, because this is where I'm always scared that I'm gonna make everything move and it's gonna become patchy. So I always work extremely hard. Also, if you guys can't tell, my nose is crooked. I got in a car accident a few years ago when I was 16, and it broke my nose, and we never reset my nose, and so my nose is crooked. I don't care though. My whole face is asymmetrical, so it's completely fine. And then the next place I'm gonna do is just my chin. And then I don't have that big of a forehead in my mind. You guys might think I do, but I don't think I do. And so I'm just gonna put some concealer on, like, I call it, not my temples, I don't know what this is called, the center of my, I mean, it's the center of my forehead, but I don't know if there's like a specific name for the center of your forehead. I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going in with that fluff brush. I've learned that if I bake anything, it just looks automatically cakey. I'm going in with this Kylie Cosmetic Bronze, and I'm just taking it on that fluffy brush. I have this little brush. I don't know where it's from. Boy, I've had this brush since I was in the 3rd grade. No, 5th grade. 5th grade. I got this in the 5th grade. I'm in college now. I am a senior in college, and I use this for my nose contour. It's not really contouring, it's just figuring it out. So I'm going in with my Kylie Cosmetics Baddie on the Block blush. I'm going in with that 35F palette. So I'm going to go in with this one. So I'm going in with that purple brush that we used earlier for the purple eyeshadow. People eater. For some reason, that song gets stuck in my head all of the time. Like, when I say all of the time, all of the time. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with my Beverly Hills Anastasia Beauty Express for brows and eyes. I'm going in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. So my next thing is I'm going in with my Candy K Kylie Lip Kit. I'm going to go in with the Velvet Liquid Lipstick. So, next thing I'm going in with is my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I always look like an idiot when I do this, but here we go. So there you guys have it. That is my finalized finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to get notified for all future videos so you can join our fam. And don't forget, tomorrow I will be uploading our first Theater Thursday video. I'm so excited to be sharing that video with you guys. I'm still kind of torn between, as I'm filming this currently, I am still torn between whether I want to do a more intimate video for the first Theater Thursday or if I want to bring you guys a little bit of fun to the video. And you guys will find out tomorrow which one I decided to do. But again, don't forget to give this video a good thumbs up. Comment down below what you would love to see in the future. And also subscribe and notify yourselves so you can see all of my future videos. This is also some really exciting news. I am officially done filming with this camera, except for my Theater Thursday video, which I'm filming right after this. Because, oh, I had the hiccups, because I have gotten a camera. I bought a Canon DSLR camera, and I also got my ring light, and I got a good old microphone. So the quality of these videos are going to start to go up a little bit, and so I cannot wait for you guys to see what's coming next. And I'm going to get to show you guys a lot more of these detailed, intimate looks that I love to do, because these are my favorite looks. I love working very intimately on the eyes. I'm not much like very vibrant on the face, because I do like my eyes to stand out a little bit, because I have a little bit of different eyes than most. So if you guys like this video, again, don't forget to comment down below what you guys would love to see, and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!